Yeah. Look out your window. Knicks fans is on your block. Y'all know the Knicks run the city. Pull them shades back. Look out your window. Look down there on the block. That's Knicks fans right there. It's about that time. It's about that time of the week where you get ready for your work week with the man that is so smooth he does not require a chaser. Your main man, the real, still the real Anthony D. And your main man, Jersey's finest, the hood representative, Uncle Freezie. Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one chief Rock Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. I'm joined by the man that is so smooth that he does not require a chaser.
I'm getting
still the real Anthony D is in the building. What's good, sir?
I'm getting a little older now. I think I do require a bit of a chaser these days.
A bit, just a little grapefruit.
Just a little something. Just a little something to keep me honest.
Splash of grapefruit juice over the top. Just
splash something.
Put some color in it.
As long as it ain't water. Splash something.
Just a little something. Throw some color in there, man. You know what I'm saying?
I come from them old dudes that put water on rum.
Oh wow.
With maybe a cube of ice.
A cube of ice. That's where I'm from. The cube. One ice cube.
Maybe.
One ice cube. I come from the old school where I used to watch the old cowboy movies, the old cowboy pictures where everybody be drinking out the flask. Yeah. That. Or when they walk in the bar and say, give me a dirty drink in a clean glass. That. That. A dirty drink in a clean glass.
Something dirty and something clean. But good morning. Salute, Nick Nation. All those who following us here again this morning. So sorry. We've been incognito for some time. But we're back. You know, the dynamic duo we here. You know,
dynamic duo, Bim.
We here without a fear. So what's going on, Freezie? So much,
bro. Why do you doing Mark Jackson like that, bro? Why do you doing Mark Jackson like that, bro?
Because Mark Jackson, and I saw him. You know, he went on his. You know, I think he did a live interview or at his home, whatever he did, like by his own thing or whatever. Before I saw that, you know, I'd already formed an opinion,
right?
Because I said, well, I don't know what it is about Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy thinking that they'll ever be able to come home again.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.
No.
But when I heard that, I was like, see? That's what I'm talking about. You know? For whatever Mark did 10, 12, 13 years ago, how long should comments, statements, or whatever follow somebody?
Right.
You know what I mean? Boston 3 years ago was having a CIA Congress investigation type stuff for Udoka.
Right.
Udoka is gainfully employed in the NBA.
Right.
I don't think Udoka's accomplishments and career matches Mark Jackson's.
Whether it's a playing career or coaching career.
You know, so what is it?
Right.
You know, and the slogan, once a Knick is always a Knick, does it really mean anything?
No.
Well, Mark Jackson isn't Tracy McGrady in the Knick uniform. Jalen Rose.
Right.
Like, can you stop embarrassing your former greats? How about that?
I don't think it's Mark Jackson, bro.
But the Knicks, he said he turned down the job because it wasn't right for him at the time. Blah 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 blah. Okay, fine. I'm willing to take a man at his word.
Right.
But what's going on that you're not allowed to voice your opinion because a group over here is going to get offended. A group over there is going to get offended. I'm so happy that I'm not tied to those groups who think that they can control your life because you don't agree with what they're doing
or lifestyle. Yeah.
You know, these mystical powers that, and mind you, I'm not crying for Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson is a millionaire.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But we're just stating, like, you know, facts and fiction that's trying to dispel some nonsense here.
Right.
Like, what did this man do that every time there's a job or something comes out, and then you have the man, Mark Jackson's like 60-something years old. Now he has to come on, you know, live to talk about he's not taking a high road anymore, blah, 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 whatever he said. I'm paraphrasing right now. But, you know, what did he do?
Right. Bro, it's ridiculous, bro. But I don't think it's the Knicks either. Right? And I think it's somebody somewhere that has something out for Mark Jackson. Right? Because the thing is with the Knicks is the Knicks have been more than welcoming to a lot of people, right? And the thing is, though, if Mark Jackson said he turned down the job more than a week and a half ago, then it's not the Knicks or Mark Jackson. It's somebody out there that has a hidden agenda against Mark Jackson, right?
But who put out the media clip? Mark Jackson is not allowed on the plane. Mark Jackson is not allowed in the team hotel. Mark Jackson just that.
I think that
what went where?
I think that's the media that James Dolan dislikes. We all dislike him, bro. Think about it. As a New Yorker, right? As a New Yorker, how many people in print media and off cuff media do you really like?
Not many. But
not many. Yeah.
But is this a New York media driven thing?
I think so.
Because what was I don't remember Mark Jackson, you know, being that kind of guy that you didn't want to interview, whatever. Mark Jackson has been in the media longer than he played now.
Right. Yeah. And he's been at ESPN doing a great job. Right? Or at least we feel that way. Right? Right? So my thing is with it is it's not Disney. Disney had no problem with Mark Jackson, right?
Obviously they did. Obviously
they didn't. They employed him for a long time.
They fired his ass.
Well, I mean, when
it's time for rubber to meet the road.
But he was.
And I'm brought in Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers was like, I do the job for a bucket of fries.
Right. Right. Yeah.
I ain't getting no next coaching job right now. So I'll do the job.
But how long Mark Jackson been there? Like 20 years?
About that. His playing career ended. When did Mark's playing career end? Like 2005, maybe?
Yeah, he was a fat
4.
You know, me and salute respect to Mark Jackson, right? You know, I'm not really a Mark Jackson fan, bro.
Yes, we
know. That man looked like Raymond Felton on our bench wearing number 31.
Dude, I saw Raymond Felton the other day. Raymond Felton doesn't look like Raymond Felton.
That's exactly what Mark Jackson looked like wearing number 31 for us.
Raymond looked like he went, I retired and all be well. I'm good.
Ray Felton retired and came back to South Carolina. Do your thing, Ray. Do your thing, Ray. You know
I saw something with him the other day where the Knicks had him, had old players come back on the court. Ron Artest, I'm like, Ron Artest is only here for like 6 months. How was but whatever, greeting the kids and, Sprewell, Artest, this one. And
that's what I'm saying.
The camera panned to Uncle Ray. And I didn't know that was Uncle Ray at first.
I thought he was security, bro.
I was like, is that Carl Winslow? What the hell? What happened to Carl Ray? What? So Raymond Felton was one of my favorite Knicks when he was here.
Right.
I remember him, that Boston series when he couldn't bring up the ball in that last game and I remember that. But he was always one of my favorites in his 2 stints here. Salute to Ray. Salute to Afterlife. You want to sit around all day long when you done and have yourself some pecan pie? Then so be it.
Hey, salute to them people in South Carolina because Miss Mocha got it smelling wonderful. I'm going to look like Ray Felton in a few minutes. I'm going to look like Ray Felton in a few minutes, bro. Yeah,
oh my God! Salute to Ray.
Salute to Ray, man. But yeah, man, the Mark Jackson thing, bro. It's not a Knicks thing because, like you said, bro, Ron Artest played for the Knicks for 10 minutes, right? And Ron Artest came back and was in the Garden, and we showing Ron Artest love. And Ron Artest, for the most part, for his career, had been the enemy.
Yes.
Ron Artest had been an Indiana Pacer for a long time.
He was not just a Knick enemy. He was an NBA enemy.
Yeah, he started, Chicago Bulls. Ron Artest played for a lot of the Lakers. Ron Artest played for a lot of our enemies, and he played for 10 minutes, and we show him mad love. So it can't be, in my mind, it can't just be a Knicks versus a former player thing, right? Because the real only former player that we probably don't get along with, well, 2 of them.
There's a couple.
Charles Oakley and Bob McAdoo. Bob McAdoo is like...
Slide Jeremy Lin in between that.
And Jeremy Lin? Yeah.
Slide Jeremy Lin in there.
Yeah. So my thing is I don't think it's that, bro. I think it's either they asked Mark Jackson to do something and he won't do it, right? Or somebody somewhere legit has an axe to grind against Mark Jackson, and it's ridiculous, and we need to call them out. That's what I think it is. I think it's the latter. I think it's somebody has an agenda against Mark Jackson and his belief system, and they trying to ruin that man's life because of what he believe in. But the irony is they doing that to him because of what they believe in, which is stupid. You know what I'm saying? You believe in a certain thing, and so you're upset enough to ruin somebody's life over something somebody else believe in. You know what I'm saying? That might be what I think it is, man.
That goes to show you, it's, and I said this before on I think on Overnight, who you with?
Yeah.
Who you with?
Bro,
it's about relationships in this game, in sports, but in particular with the NBA, it's about relationships. It's who you friendly with, who you not friendly with. Look how quick, and I hate doing this to this brother, but Jason Kidd retired and got a job like in a week.
Yep. Fired. He got fired from that job and had another job in a week.
He's on his 3rd job in less than 10 years?
Bro, that man got charged with CDV and all the DUI, all this stuff, right? All this stuff. But and I hate to say, I don't want to get too religious.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that, but I remember when he was here as a player, the paparazzi being the poster whatever, he went out to a party, I think in, what's that, all the way to the end of Long Island? It's skipping me right now. The influence.
Is it Sag Harbor? Not Sag
Harbor. Oh my God, it'll come to me. But he went out to a party, and you're a party, you cutting loose or whatever. He's on a table doing what looked like Morris Day at the time, the Bird. Yeah. And they caught him in mid-flight. Click.
Yeah.
Made the post.
Yeah.
You ain't never heard Mark Jackson in anything like that.
Right. You can't even go to a party, bro, have a good time.
No.
That's all I'm saying. Yo, it's crazy.
Been his image or whatever been projected. Mark Jackson's been married for damn near 30 years.
Yes.
It's always been like, clean, whatever, cut, nice, easily, family man, progressing, former NBA, blah, 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 blah. What did he do? What did he do? Should he have, it would have been better, something like it would have been better if he had slept with somebody's wife.
Yeah. Ime Udoka.
And that's my man. I want Ime to coach the Knicks. I've already been on record saying that.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't believe you cast off talent. But in this game, it's not always about the talent. It's who you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You mean to tell me the NBA commissioner couldn't put out a word for Mark?
No, they're not gonna do it because
You mean to tell me that the NBA Players Union, for which he paid dues to?
Right. I think it's man. It don't have nothing. I think it's a religion thing, bro. I think people nowadays that bro, if you say now, and I know everybody, this is gonna make people feel uncomfortable. So what? You gotta get over it. We can't just be out here talking about. You can't be out here talking about strippers and then I say religion and people get upset. Right? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. So as soon as Mark Jackson said religion, he was already on the clock. As soon as he said God, he was already on the clock, bro. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna get my and if you
did the man say Jesus?
Right, and you on the clock. You on the clock, bro. And
I don't know. Did he invoke the word Jesus
right
in anything?
Yo, I'm telling you, that's what I'm telling you. They want. I'm telling you with certain things. Yo, because I was thinking the other day about why Emmanuel Quickly hadn't got paid, and then I thought about it. It's because Emmanuel Quickly said God. You know what I'm saying? If it had been anybody else, any other young talent under 24 years old, bringing energy like that to the Garden, bro, they would have already been paid. Emmanuel Quickly said, "Thank God, man. May God bless y'all." And Emmanuel Quickly ain't got his bread yet.
Now, are we calling the Knicks atheists?
No. That's opposite of what I'm saying. No, that's opposite of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like these major organizations, like when it comes to certain stuff, they would rather you do that stuff in quiet and not show it publicly, right? Because here's the thing. If you think I'm lying, look at all the stuff Miles Bridges is going through in Charlotte, right? And that man played against us yesterday. All that stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not trying to make it be. I'm not trying to advocate for people belief systems or against. But what I am saying is when you have, for instance, who do we feel like deserved franchise money first? Kyle Kuzma or Emmanuel Quickly, depending on who you are and what type of player you like. You might say Kyle Kuzma, right? Look at Kyle Kuzma. They go off the rails. They look crazy. Who deserved franchise money faster, Jordan Poole or Emmanuel Quickly, right? And so regardless of what your answer is, the only reason why I said that is just for the mere comparison of things. If you out here look like you wilding out, living your best life fast and free, right? The NBA constantly show you walking through the arena. Like if you were, Kyle Kuzma wore a garbage bag to the game. Remember that? Remember he went to the game looking like the Missy Elliott video?
That man has had some questionable,
very suspect outfits.
And I don't mean suspect as far as his lifestyle and whatever. I'm just talking about his wardrobe.
We're talking about wardrobe choices.
I don't know if he's making it to Paris, France runway with some of those.
No.
with some of those that I've seen. And that's
Probably
no
not.
disrespect to Kyle Kuzma, but
and no disrespect to Paris Runway.
But you know what? I believe in self-marketing.
Right.
So I'm not going to knock him for that.
Right.
But to your point, or that wasn't the point per se, but it depends on what organization you are. Washington has been in a pathetic state since 1979.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're going to do some things. Is Jordan Poole a bad player? No.
Nah, he ain't a bad player.
Is Kyle Kuzma a bad player? No.
No.
Could they have afford to watch them walk out the door, or to watch Kuzma walk out the door and to not do something progressively to keep the ship afloat? No.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? But it's relationships. It's who you might have peeved off by who you're seen with, who you're speaking to, what did you say?
Right.
And what does it mean to some organizations? Because a year or so ago, I didn't think that Kyrie would have got that bag.
Right.
But to Dallas, Mark Cuban, didn't matter what he did up in New York. So, I got Luka. I have to make him happy. We have to at least seem like we're doing something.
Right.
So depending on the organization, you know what I'm saying? What's one man's trash is another man's.
Bro, you see remember what went on with Kyrie Irving and the people he upset when he was in Brooklyn?
He had, well, not him. I don't want to say he did that, but at one point, you had the Hebrew Israelites marching down, what was that, 8th Avenue?
Right.
There were like 10,000 Hebrew Israelites marching down 8th Avenue.
Right.
Mark Cuban said, I don't care.
Right. Yep.
They could come march around Dallas if they want.
Bro, that's the point that I'm getting at. Did Mark Jackson do any of that? Did Mark Jackson have anything like that going on in his career? No.
Never. Not
no.
one day.
No.
Not
That's what I'm
day.
saying. That's why I'm saying that I think it's beyond this thing. I think it's just one group that has an axe to grind. Did you see Stephen A. Smith's thing about Mark Jackson?
I saw it, he's always defended Mark, so that's nothing new,
right?
But I thought if you're gonna go there and if you're gonna say things like "I know who you are" and whatever, right. Like, okay, my guy, stop all with that tough talk,
right?
Don't say I know who you are and then you fade into the sunset.
Yeah.
You say something like that, I need names.
Yeah.
Because you can't say those names, even if you knew who it was. He knows he can't say those names because he'd be fired.
Yeah.
He's been fired before.
Yeah.
Didn't like the taste of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is a way of still kind of supporting your guy.
Right. I'm with Stephen A. I'm with Stephen A. on this one, bro.
I'm with you on it, but Freezie, when you are opening or shedding light on a situation like that, and it's not willy-nilly, you know what I'm saying? It's not willy-nilly. You can't go up to the edge and say, and then pull the finger back. It don't work like that.
Well, the thing is he raised awareness. He let people know that there is an edge. Right?
Everybody knows that.
Because before Stephen A. said that, you didn't know that. You didn't know that NBA coaches were not saints. You thought that NBA franchises did background checks and made sure everybody was on the up and up. We didn't know a lot of these coaches had all this stuff on a personal background and all that stuff. At least I didn't.
Well, but the NBA knows.
Right.
The franchise knows.
Right.
So whether we know or not, it's not a secret. Because you're not going to dole out millions and millions of dollars and not do an extensive background check on who you're doling out this money to.
Right.
So to be like you naive in some regards, you could be like, you know everything about that person. You know his mother's social security number.
Right.
You know everything about that person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not going to play naivete when it hits the fan. What you hope and what you've probably had in conversations with this person is like, look, don't let this shit get out.
Right.
You either stop it now or look at a perfect example. Michael Irving of the Cowboys.
Chauncey Billups. I thought you was going to say Chauncey Billups. Okay.
No. Look at Michael Irving's career outside of the field with the Cowboys.
Okay.
Over the last 30 years.
Right.
He just got back on TV the other day for some allegations that happened like a year and a half ago or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was an allegation, bro. He got fired for mess.
But the thing is, he's gotten multiple chances.
Right. A lot of his stuff wasn't. They were pinning stuff on Mike, bro. A lot of that stuff.
Right? But can you agree to where there is smoke, something is possibly smoldering?
So is that the case for Mark Jackson?
Mark doesn't have a track record like that.
That's my point.
This is pent up charges on personal feelings.
Trumped up stuff, right? Yeah. That's the point that I'm getting at, bro. I think we're getting at the same point. Right? People getting multiple chances, and whether they are saints or sinners, whatever you want to say, they get multiple chances. But Mark Jackson, bro, how does Keith Smart get the Sacramento job over Mark Jackson, bro? Remember that?
Yeah, he's a horrible coach. And that's no disrespect to Keith Smart. We remember Keith Smart, Indiana, Syracuse.
Yeah, we're talking about Keith Smart, the coach, not Keith Smart the player.
Keith Smart, the coach, was horrible.
Yeah. Him and Fizdale make
me
sick.
A lot of these guys. Fizdale.
Oh my God, trash. How does
when I heard that Pat Riley put the phone call into the Knicks, that man ain't talked to the Knicks in 30 years.
Right.
And he put the phone call into the Knicks to give a good word.
Sabotage, bro.
Like it's like Peyton Manning calling the Jets to talk, to tell them to hire this coach.
Adam Gaze. Yeah.
To tell them to hire Adam Gaze.
Yeah.
Yo, Freezie. In 1997, when the Jets had the overall #1 pick and maybe the best coach in the game with Parcells, Peyton Manning and his father told them, go kick rocks.
Right.
Right? 15 years later, when the general manager at the time reaches out to him again.
Right.
Right? He tells them, go kick rocks.
Yeah.
When you're a retired couch potato, and you've shown me nothing but disrespect as an organization, or better yet, lack of no interest. Why the hell would I pick up the phone when you're calling me?
Right.
Makes no sense. You see what I'm saying? These relationships makes no damn sense.
Right. Right.
You had multiple times to come to my organization to help me right the wrong in this situation right here. And multiple times you said no. Why the hell would I let a retired couch potato tell me anything about what I should do as if you have some kind of legacy in this organization?
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
These relationships, like, so when you Stephen A. Smith or whatever, and you're gonna tiptoe around the situation or whatever, like, nah, my brother, call names out.
Right.
You really want to defend Mark or whatever, call names out.
Right. He might be doing it behind the scenes. He probably won't do it publicly, which would be the smart thing.
The biggest cowardice in sports, Freezie, since I've been watching and listening sports my entire life, is this word right here. Source. Or better yet, sources. Sources tell ESPN. Sources tell Fox. Freezie, me and you right now can say, I knew a chick that worked at MSG some years back. That was my source.
Right. I get that. I get DM'd that a lot, bro. I don't put that. That's probably one of the reasons why the channel doesn't grow as fast. Like, people hit me up and with, yo, you know what I'm saying, my cousin's uncle's sister's boyfriend's taxi driver, you know what I'm saying, sees Scott Perry every day. This is one of the things, like, a true one, but I'm not gonna name the person. But they DM'd me on Twitter like 3 years ago and was like, yo, such and such and such, the Knicks are gonna look to trade for Jalen Brunson at the deadline. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I never even followed it. I was talking to him, I'm like, yeah. I just don't agree with, like, the saucing part. And so the Knicks didn't trade for Jalen Brunson at the deadline. They wound up getting him in free agency, right? But but the saucing thing, to me, I'm beyond, man. In a world where information flows freely, I need names behind sources, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not Watergate no more, bro. With social media popping like it is, we're not in a Watergate era with deep throat. I mean, come on, bro.
And the moment you say something, right, that it makes whatever the people are involved look bad or whatever, here comes everything possible to distract, defend, and what. So what? Be a man, be a woman, stand on your square. And that's how you felt. I remember, what's my guy? He's on ESPN right now. He's with Duke. He was Duke's point guard. Oh my God.
Jason J. Williams.
Right. Remember a couple of years ago, he said on a show that KD told him, don't ever compare me to Giannis.
Right.
Right? He said KD told him, don't ever compare me to Giannis. Etc. Blah, blah, blah. The next day or a few hours later, KD gets on one of his many burners, whether known or unknown, to make it known to everybody in the world that, oh, I didn't tell him that.
Yes, he did.
I didn't tell him that. What reason would Jay Will have to lie?
Right.
If you feel like you're better than a certain player, so what? It's the one thing I've always respected about the truth. Paul Pierce.
Right.
Get him drunk or not, he'll tell you in a given moment, I'm better than LeBron.
Right. But he's not better than LeBron, bro. He's crazy.
But you have to respect him for standing on his square.
Right.
You gotta respect him for that's how he feels, or whatever relationships or not. That's how I feel.
Right.
This thing where you can use, when you finally decide to come from behind the source, and you say, well, nah, I spoke to this dude or whatever, and all of a sudden, because how the reactions make that person feels, he backs up, she backs up, they back up, the entity backs up.
Right.
So, but anyway, let's move on past Mark. Mark, wish you well. Once a Knick, always a Knick.
Yeah, Yeah, I think that's false too, man.
We,
We
of course, it's fault.
once a nigga. I think I think sometimes we get caught up with those buzz phrases that we be wanting to put on T-shirts and shit like that.
They need to say.
Once a Nick, always a Nick. Why they ain't bring Matumbo back? He was a Nick.
They need to say, "Chew the Dolan, always chew the Dolan."
Right.
That's it. Chew the Dolan, always chew the Dolan. That's it. Or else.
Or else.
Or else. Right? There's no bigger Christian man than Allen Houston, and Allen Houston has been gainfully employed with the New York Knicks for the past since 1996.
But you don't hear Allen Houston. What I'm saying is, it's not about being religious. Nobody has an issue with that. I think they have an issue with him professing religion. That was the point that I'm getting at.
Well, remember some years ago, I can't remember if it was him and Charlie Ward did an interview together, or if it was separate or whatever, and they were talking about their Christian beliefs and so forth and so forth. And I hate to make these blind connections, but sometimes we do what we do. You know, Allen Houston's never rose with the Knicks. He's just been there.
Right.
You never heard his name in conversation to do anything leadership-wise. Might that have something? But anyway.
Right. Yeah, man. Allen Houston never went anywhere, bro. Quickly is not getting paid. I'm telling you, I think there is a thing to it, bro.
He may not get paid from us, but he will get paid from somebody else.
Right.
Because that man is straight balling right now.
Bro, that's what I'm saying to you, bro. Like, what are we doing out here?
That man is straight balling.
On just real quick on the thing, you notice Charlie. How often you see Charlie Ward in MSG?
Never.
And he played here 10 seasons, bro. He was here longer than John Starks was here, bro.
And he held until Barrett. He was the only Knick rookie that got a second contract for like 30 years.
Right. We didn't even offer Greg Anthony. Remember that?
Greg Anthony was on the expansion heat.
Yeah. Why? We kept Herb Williams over Greg Anthony, bro.
I think Greg ended up in Toronto or something like that.
Vancouver.
Oh, was it Vancouver?
Yeah, the first two picks were Greg Anthony and Byron Scott from the Lakers.
Think about that. From like 1991, or from which is the year they drafted Greg, I believe, was it 92, something like that. For 30 years, no other rookie was able to get to the second contract.
Right.
That's bananas.
That's bananas, bro. That's bananas, bro.
That's bananas. But before I forget, while it's still fresh in my mind and so forth, did you see? Well, I'm sure you saw. Give me your thoughts on that fight with Minnesota and Golden State, and in particular with Draymond and Gobert.
I really didn't have a thought on it, bro.
Really?
No.
When I saw it, because I didn't see it, live, I didn't hear about it for like a day or so.
Right.
And then I was, seeing the feedback on the different, streams or whatever. And I'm like, Draymond could have really hurt that man.
He could have.
He could have choked that man out, because he did not seem to be wanting to let, Rudy out of that reverse Heimlich.
The reverse Heimlich, yeah. Let's call it that. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, and the reason why I mention is because I've always liked this kid. I can't lie. Sometimes he gives me Charles Smith vibes. Sometimes he doesn't. Karl Anthony Towns, you're right there, and your man is getting choked out.
Right. That's where the conversations get sideways right there. As soon as you said your man's, that's where things may be wrong.
Your man is getting choked out. That has to be the worst attempt of a separation. I'm like, if he got your man by the neck, I'm thinking you have to have him by the neck. Or something as aggressive to get him off of your teammate?
No, the NBA won't allow you to do that. Because think about it. If you're Karl Anthony Towns and you knock Draymond Green ass flat out, like hit him upside the head, you know who getting suspended?
I think you have to take a suspension.
No,
for your teammate. It's one of the reasons why he wasn't one of my favorite ball players, but I always respected his game. One of the reasons why I always respected Steven Jackson. Because when Ron Artest, when the fans, and this, drunk, blah, 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 when the fans started, I just remember Steven Jackson up in seemed like the mid-level, giving out rhyme and reason.
Right.
Giving out little straight rights. It looked like a Mike Tyson punch out.
Right.
That dude that he had right there, and that was his teammate.
Right. And that's a different era though, bro.
Oh God, that's less than 20 years ago, Freezie. Come on.
Yeah, right. But and I understand what you're saying, because
I did not take it for your teammate.
He did. He was trying to get that man off of him. But the thing is,
what was he doing? He was trying to get him off of him? How?
The thing is, man, bro, it's a different era that we live in. Right? You know Karl Anthony Towns. First of all, I already saw Karl. I know Karl Anthony Towns ain't soft. I saw him square up with Joel Embiid.
No. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying
dead in his eye, bro. He hit Joel Embiid dead in the eye, bro. Boop. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not calling him soft, but has he not given you Charles Smithish vibes from a distance?
No. I think the NBA right now is set up in a way where you can't. They want everything pristine and whitewashed. Everything pristine and whitewashed in the NBA. The mere fact that Draymond, that's why cats be huffing and puffing all the time and don't fight.
You're not going to win. You're not going to win without some type of physicality, Freezie. And I'm not talking about physicality in where he needed to come in and start throwing punches on his guy or whatever. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? But I'm just talking about it. It carries over. The Draymond who plays in the game was the Draymond that ran to his man's defense. It was the same guy. The Karl who plays in the game was the Karl that ran over there that was kind of holding his hips.
Hey, you know what? You know who's been winning that series between Golden State and Minnesota lately? Minnesota. So why would Minnesota do something to disrupt the apple cart? They're already better than Golden State.
But you're in the throes of the moment, Freezie.
I understand. And that's why Draymond Green jumped on Rudy Gobert's neck. Because Clay is washed and Draymond is washed. And some might even say Steph is washed. Right? Some might say that. I don't agree, but it's their last little thing. It's like when the Sixers used to beat up the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Larry Bird, the Sixers used to beat. Bro, I never, bro. I think was the dude named Caldwell Jones. Was that his name? This dude plays center for Philadelphia.
For Philly.
Yeah. When I think it may have been Mike Woodson. Mike Woodson come to the rim and the dude don't even try to block the shot. He just slapped the dude across his chest. And you like, yo, this ain't even basketball no more, bro. You just did that to put the Timmy on people.
I'm not even going back that far. I'm not even trying to advocate for that.
Right.
If you're not physical in this game, Freezie, I don't remember a team that won the championship that didn't have some physicality.
The Knicks are the most right now. The Knicks are the most physical team in the NBA, bro, right now, right? And when I go to and I know people will be like, well, you don't watch all the games, bro. When like they be like, Uncle Freezie, you can't go to all the games to see. I haven't been into a game in a while because of a number of reasons, right?
Right.
But when I go to the games, bro, I can hear Quentin Grimes. Bro, I heard Quentin Grimes slapping up LaMelo Ball's arms, bro. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna fight. Yeah, the game is so the Knicks games are so physical. And I'm not talking about pushing people around and none of that stuff. I'm talking about Julius Randle backing dudes down. You know what I'm saying? And pounding people. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks are physical, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember the Knicks.
DiVincenzo even brought. I didn't know he was this good of a defender.
Bro, I've been trying to tell everybody.
I didn't know he was this good of a defender. I'm like, whoa.
Right.
You could do something with that. You know, you could definitely, you know, I let me, before people, you know, AD, you don't think they're them. I'm just talking about them today as along with Freezie, what they are today.
Right.
I'm not saying presently constituted they're going to win the championship. I do not believe so. Okay, that's out the way. I didn't know he was that good defensively. You know, he definitely brings a certain kind of intensity. Right. You know, they look a lot more tough than they did last year at this time. You know, quickly looks physical.
Right.
Especially last night, especially against a team that you're supposed to beat.
Right. Right.
You know, so yeah, to that point, as for them being, you know, one of the most physical teams in the league, I would say, yeah. Right now, absolutely.
Right.
Does it take them the rest of the way? We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't believe so. We'll see. You know,
bro.
But it's good to look at, though. I'll tell you that much.
Right. Right. Yeah, what behind the scenes I'm beefing with YouTube, man. I'm looking at YouTube make me so bad, bro.
What'd you do now?
I said, they wilding, they don't want to monetize this video. I guess I said shit too many times, and now they mad.
Did you say shit?
Yeah, YouTube make me so mad, bro.
When did the internet? See, I'm not that familiar with them and so forth, so I don't want to go down that rabbit hole or whatever. But it's like a real police state.
Yeah, it's stop and frisk for me. For me, it's like stop and frisk. Right, and because what it is I run a raw channel, like like everybody ain't polished. Like instead of me like just going out and paying Bill Pito to be up with me or paying Mark Berman to be up here with me, I'm just like getting the homies to do it, and I guess YouTube don't like that.
Well, that's all over their network. That's like every other video. That's like every other video.
Right.
That's like every other, like, that's like, oh my God, I'm not even gonna begin to.
Yeah, right. But this channel right here is one that's growing. Other channels don't grow. We have a great product. You know what I'm saying? So this channel grows and before the summer when they put me on probation, this channel was making decent money.
Oh wow!
Not mega money.
You were on probation?
I'm still on what?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Freezie.
Yeah, because I don't put all that because the thing about it is we just do this we basically do this to have fun and talk the way that we like to have that talk to us, right? But I mean, you know, I'm like, bro, how you gonna tell me the 718 boys only got 7 views? Right. That's what I was arguing. Right. I saw the show myself with my own eyes.
Right.
And they talk about the show only got 7 views. I should put it up on the screen, put them on blast, but I ain't gonna do that. They got all the views. They got all the views wrong. Like I'm looking.
it's really not worth it. You know what I mean? It's really not worth it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
for
man.
those who tune in to catch a, just to catch some real dialogue of
Yeah,
what's going on past past today and future and so forth. That's all it is.
but these things cost though, AD. Like getting up here rocking ain't free. Like we paying for all this stuff like out of pocket. So the little bit of the tips that we be getting, it go
Mhm.
towards that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
but I'm speaking like from their perspective. Is it even a there, or is it just some AI system that's put in to say, well, they said this, they said that, clip, cue,
hey, Uncle Freezie
send,
said shit. Oh my
right? You
God,
see what
shut
I'm
it
saying?
down.
So you
Yeah.
know, I, I don't
But
think we know.
meanwhile,
Yes, go
on the
ahead.
same channel, on this same platform, I'm watching people do live streams with machine guns. You feel me? You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
What do we
And,
say when
and, and
what do we say when we get to that point where it doesn't make any sense? Assalamu
yeah,
alaikum.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, man.
Go
And
go ahead with that.
yeah, man.
Go
They
ahead with
wilding
that.
out, bro. They wilding out. But Paris Sucker, thank you for the Jen's contribution. Paris Sucker says Villanova boys are in effect. The team is smarter. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So that's my thing. So my bad, everybody. You know what I'm saying? The whole YouTube thing has got me frustrated. You know what I'm saying? With the thing where I can't even you can't even think about this. The name of the channel is called YouTube,
Right.
right? Telling people they can be on the tube, right? And then
Right.
when we do it, they're like, yeah, but we
It's the
prefer ESPN to be
it's
up
the
here.
what, when, why, how, things are just rapidly moving. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's what it was. I remember when I first found YouTube. You remember that HBO series The Wire,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? I was home for like a week, and I don't know who did it, but they uploaded the entire like second or third season, something like that.
Wow.
This is back in the day when they was just uploading. You could watch a lot of your favorite movies for nothing, set in the third and whatever. And like gradually, like over time, that has changed. It used to be more so of the Wild Wild West. Now it's more so of it's under the big top in the circus.
Bro, all we need is a tent, bro. That's what it's like right now.
Yeah.
So they got me in, I think it was right before the playoffs started.
Mm-hmm.
So they got me. But I didn't say nothing to everybody because I was like, yo, as long as I can afford it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, whatever, because this is not my main gig.
Right.
But then when you start talking about like the commands of it, the demands of it, like people are like, yo, Uncle Freezie, you doing a show tonight? Sure, I do a show tonight. And you doing a show in the morning too? Sure, I do a show in the morning. You gonna do a show on the weekends? Yeah, sure, we do a show on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? At some point, at some point, you like, you know what I'm saying? We wanna at least like when I tell Mo I'm going to come in here to do the joints, Mo was like, okay, man, do your thing, man. I know you love the Knicks. But at some point you gotta be like, all right, I gotta make some money doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because you spend so much time doing it, and nothing against our people and the following and everybody that contribute to it. We love it. We enjoy it. What I'm saying is YouTube got to do something, bro. This is crazy.
Well, it's they're a part of the machine, and it's as simple as that. But we can't let that change, what it is that we've been
we've been trying to
we've
do.
been given to the people for the last year and a half.
Yeah, but the thing about it is I can't even buy. Think about this. I can't even buy Free Keith and GI a ham sandwich because YouTube is being so restrictive with the thing.
They don't deserve a ham sandwich, both of those guys.
Yeah, Keith, Free Keith, fat ass.
Salute Keith. Keith.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking with my man Free Keith. I'm joking with him, man.
Salute Keith.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man.
GI with the bow tie.
Think about it, with the platform that we have, and with so much, and the thing is, the thing I'm proud of is that selfishly, I think I've acquired so much raw on air talent. And it's not, and when I say I've acquired, not in the sense that I own people, but I've been open enough and you know what I'm saying, in a place where I'm not threatened by people coming on and voicing their opinions and all that stuff. Like, people legit come up here and put their feet up. They mad bro. Did you see the 718 boys this morning, bro? The 718 boys, them dudes were so comfortable. Yeah, them my mans, bro. That's my mans in them.
Salute,
you know what I'm saying?
Salute to
yeah,
Boulevard.
so we got Cold Duck and Manischewitz. Great Manischewitz Sunday morning. But yeah, man. So we got a platform where everybody is so comfortable to come up and rock. It's not like other places. Other places, you're gonna have to wait your turn. They're gonna ask you a question, and you're gonna answer that question, and then they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be c'est la vie. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is, Freezie.
Yeah, we gotta get.
Yeah, we gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, we gotta get out. And YouTube, you gotta get up out of here too. YouTube, you're gonna make us do a class action lawsuit against you.
YouTube, relax. We only here having fun and trying to get it to the people.
Right.
You know what I mean? The best way we know how.
Yeah, man.
So
man, let me get out of here. I'm running behind already, man. Let's get out of here, man.
All right,
y'all. AD, you gonna hit him with the?
Absolutely. We don't know where the journey started, but we know where it ended. It ended with you. Look for us in the whirlwind. Freezie.
Peace. Yeah. Look out your window. Knicks fans is on your block. Y'all know the Knicks run the city. Pull them shades back. Look out your window. Look down there on the block. That's Knicks fans right there.